Hello everyone and welcome to the ESL A1 Rallycross League, I can't even speak. And as you saw there, Michael's in this lobby and I'm in this lobby. I'm rank 2 and rank 4, so there was the first problem with this whole Rallycross thing is the host system. There was another lobby with rank 11 and then some unknown ranks, yet we've got rank 2 and 4 in the same lobby. That is wrong, and ESL have said that it was wrong. So yeah, do keep that in mind for this Rallycross sim. So this is the round of 16, and I thought I'd explain a little bit while the loading screen's going on. There was 2 races in round of 32, and weirdly Matty and Driver R1 had to do that. Again, some high-ranking seeds that had to do that Rallycross. Anyway, we start round of 16, and look, again, we're on the outside. In every single event, we have been on the outside in the crappiest spot possible. But I'm not too worried at this point because I'm very quick at this track. It's one of my favourite tracks actually. Just coming into here, this guy carries going straight on for some reason, so I have to come completely off the power. So now I'm obviously on the back foot a little bit, so I'm thinking yes, I'll do the joker lap on the first lap, that's fine. Everybody looks like they're carrying on, he looks like he's carrying on as well, looks straight ahead, then suddenly he turns last second, then comes straight across my bonnet, so I have to slam on. I then let off, let him do the chicane, he does it wrong, he then comes left, so I then have to brake again. So at this point it's been 3 moments of contact, all caused by this guy. Just coming to his left-hander now. I'm just slowly behind him, coming into the last corner of the first lap. He brakes. What's that braking about? You don't brake there. You don't brake at the end of a corner. Keep pushing on all the same. So he goes in really tight to this corner. I think excellent. That's my opportunity. Come around. Look at the TV camera. That's perfectly fine. That's clean. Look, he's on the track. Bam. Dive bomb. Completely dive bomb me. At this point I'm thinking, wow, we're going to struggle here. So come into here, just hit the barrier and then slightly clip him there. Normally I would might give that position back, but at this point he's dive bombed me. And he's hit me 3 or 4 times in this race so far. It's just crazy. So now I've got a hell of a lot of work to do to try and catch up to this second place. Only to qualify for the next round. So I'm pushing like hell now. I'm going to push like hell. As we come around this right hand there, then into the left. You can see I'm pushing like crazy. The curb just pulls me around a little bit there, but the tyre wear is coming into effect here a little bit, and you just see the guy goes for his joke lap now. So a joke lap is around 1.5 seconds, 1 to 1.5 seconds, depending how good you do it. He obviously does it quite well here, and he was like nearly 3 seconds up the road from me, and I've caught up a little bit of ground. So again, I'm pushing like hell here. You can see that on the lap delta. I mean, I'm well up on my lap delta, and yet this isn't a fast lap. This isn't a fast lap, as I'll show you after. Anyway, we're coming up to the last lap, and as you can probably tell, I'm not really going to catch this guy, so I'm peed off at this point. I've been shafted, or personally, I've been shafted by the fact that I wasn't even a host. If you notice, every week the same people get hosts, so they're obviously getting more points, and I was ranked 4th in the tournament at this point, and I'm not a host. And I got put in with rank 2, and I got put on the outside of the grid, this random grid placement, shocking. You've seen this in every Rallycross video, bar one where I was a host. I've been on the outside and in the worst possible grid spot, and in most of them I've come back and tried to get through the field, which I have done. I've always made positions, never really lost them, but in this situation I couldn't, just because I got dive bombed. Yeah, I was pissed off because of the lobby and obviously that guy Papano92. So we've seen this guy before, so I'm going to show you this. So this is another race, right? This is the first round. Look on the TV camera. So he's the guy at the back in the middle, and watch what he does, right? So he comes in and he dives bomb Michael into the first corner, hits Michael into me. I then go around him like this. He then hits me off. So he's done this before, and yet he's blaming me for the other round. Don't get it. I don't even know how this guy's still in here, to be honest. Really frustrating. Obviously he's going to get reported for that because it's just ridiculous. And my chances in the tournament are pretty much down the pan at the moment. I've got to gain so many points and have all the luck in the world. So I might actually even bin this Rallycross enough now, to be honest. It's not enjoyable. It's RNG, but here's an enjoyable Rallycross for you anyway. It's me versus Matty, one of our practice Rallycross races. I thought I'd show you a good race, you know how Rallycrossing should be, but at this point the event is just boring. I'm not even joking. I've literally, in every Rallycross, as I say, I've started on the outside. I've had to make positions. I practiced quite a bit for this one, whereas in the last one I didn't practice that much. So I practiced probably about 2 hours, 2.5 hours for this one. And I was relatively up there. I was ranked 3rd or 4th on the world record times. And I had the automatic clutch on accidentally when I got that time. So when I then jumped back on it quickly in between Matty's, because Matty had to do around the 32, I literally was like unbelievably quicker, like 2 tenths quicker in the first sector easily. So there's loads of time in it, and yet as what I would consider a top seed, number 4, I was 4th in the tournament at the time where I should have been host. I'm being knocked out in the round of 16 because of bad driving and the fact that I'm not a host. It just seems odd and stupid, and honestly it's just not enjoyable. How is being crashed into constantly? And don't get me wrong, Rallycross is a contact sport. As you saw, I had rubbing with that guy when I overtook him, but rubbing is different to full-on contact where you're hitting the guy 3 or 4 times. I'm having to brake. In each of the contacts, I had to brake or let off just to make sure he didn't go flying. I mean, that's not rallycrossing. That's just stupid, and that's what I really dislike about this whole thing. This esports event should be about, esports in general should be about the fastest people racing. Yes, everybody should be able to enter. No quarrel with that at all, but the problem is, some of these people aren't practicing and they're doing the same mistakes over and over again. So in my mind, you need some seeding or qualification of some kind. So in my mind, the grids probably should be set by the time trial leaderboards. Yes, you can't have qualification in Rallycross, but you've got time trial leaderboards. Set the grids that way. Identify the ranking in that. It does it on the loading screen, and then from that is the grid is set. So at that point, I would have been 1st or maybe 2nd. I can't remember where Michael came. I think I would actually be ahead of Michael at that point. And then the other guys would be behind, and then we at least get a fair race. If he then dives bombs again, we can report him again. But at least it's fairer. You know, you're in the front row of the grid. Why am I at the back on the outside? For what purpose? It's just stupid. A rank 4 in any championship would not be put at the back. So yeah, as you can tell, I'm frustrated. I hope you're enjoying this race though. As you can see, me and Matty have been going at it. There's been little bits of contact. I'd say Rallycross is a contact sport, but it's not stupid contact where we're having to let off. It's just rubbing. Rubbing in Rallycross, perfectly fine. But we continue on with this Rallycross now. We've got one more lap after this. As you can see, the tyre wear now getting a bit severe. The car's getting very slidey. As you can see, Matty going full on tandem drift in there with me. He nails that last corner very well. You want to get your tyre on the inside of that curve. There's a handbrake little marker there, which is kind of handy because you take this corner that tight. That's why I didn't get why that guy took that corner the way he did. And this corner, you take it tight like this. You need to get your tyre on that curb. Going to this hairpin. Matty nails that. Lovely. Look at that. That's very well played. I dropped to 2nd gear at this point because the tyre wear is having a bit of an impact. Continue on. Just hit the barrier there. No damage though, so it's all fine. Go into this right-hander. Just slightly clip the barrier, that's all fine, because you sort of want to clip it just to make sure you've got the inside line. That bump there, very scary. But what you're going to see now in the bottom left is how happy I am with this Rallycross race. This is a practice race me and Matty did beforehand, versus the other one where it's just stupid. So that's what Rallycrossing should be like. You're not the very best of videos. Like it if you liked it anyway. As you can see, 35.2, so I was really on pace. Thanks very much for watching, and hopefully see you in the next video.